Hello everybody, I'm Joe from loenglish.com and today we will be learning about some new ways to say hello. So, the first one obviously is just hello, and that is a classic. You can say hello in any situation, formal or informal. You don't need to be polite, just a quick hello. You can say it on the phone, hello. You can say it in surprise, oh hello. You can say it when you're looking for somebody, hello, hello. But the problem with hello is sometimes English learners can use it too much. You need to branch out to be a bit more interesting with the way you speak. So let's use some more of these examples. The first formal example is how do you do? How do you do? Now this is a question, but it doesn't require an answer. If somebody asks you how do you do, you can simply reply with how do you do or nice to meet you. The reason I included this one is because my dad says it all the time, and whenever he says it to a non-native English speaker, they can get confused sometimes. I get this look like. So don't worry, if somebody says to you, how do you do? Just say hello, just introduce yourself. How do you do is used quite often by older people or maybe by slightly posh people. So I wouldn't use it too much because you might sound a bit old-fashioned. But if somebody says it to you, just say how do you do? Next up is good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Again, these are classic greetings. You can use them in formal or informal situations. Saying the full good morning could be a bit more formal. You can make it more friendly just by saying morning, morning. Again, they don't require much response other than repeating good morning or good afternoon. Whichever it was. Remember that the morning ends at midday, so after 12 o'clock you should say good afternoon. The evening would be around the time the sun goes down, so about when it starts getting dark, maybe 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the evening. After that, we don't say good night as a greeting. Good night is only what we say before somebody goes to sleep. Saying nice to meet you is common in both formal and informal situations. We just say it as a way to be polite. I'm happy to have met you today. If somebody says it to you, make sure you say it back too. Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. And just try to be polite, whether it's formal or informal. Next we have some more informal greetings. The classic informal greeting would be hi or hey. That is just a shortened version of hello. It's a bit more friendly than a normal hello, even though they can be used interchangeably. So don't overthink that one, it's just the same as hello. In England, it's very normal for us to say, alright, you alright, you alright, alright, alright mate. We are asking, are you alright or are you okay? Again, it does not need an answer. So if somebody says, you alright, don't say yes. If somebody says, alright, you just say, alright. It's quite normal to say this when you don't actually want to speak to somebody. Now, as I will say in the second part of this lesson, it's rude to ignore somebody you recognize, even if you don't want to speak. So, for example, let's say you're walking to work in the morning, you see somebody, but you don't really want to have a conversation. Just as you walk past, you can say, "All right." Next one is, "How's it going? How you doing?" This is another classic casual introduction to a conversation. "Hey, how's it going?" It doesn't require a response, but you can answer just the same as you would answer, "How are you?" "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm great. I'm fine." If you aren't feeling great, maybe you're a bit sick, try not to give too many details. We don't want to know, "Oh, I puked 5 times last night. I've been awake all night. I'm sweating buckets." No, that's too much. If you're not feeling great, just say, "Oh, I'm a bit sick," or "I'm a bit tired, but I'm okay." Try to be positive. Another thing that we ask a lot in England would be, "What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening?" And the American version, which is also used in England, is, "What's up?" They mean the same thing. What are you doing? They're very informal, so don't say them at work or with your boss. But you can say them with friends. When you go to your friend's house, "Hey, what's up?" "Hey man, how's it going?" "Hey, what's going on?" They don't need a full answer. Usually we just give a one-word answer. Not much. Nothing. Chilling. If we haven't seen somebody for a very long time, we might want to go a bit beyond these classic greetings. For example, if we haven't seen an old colleague from work since we left, we might want to say, "Hey, how are things? How's it going?" Or, "How have you been? How have you been?" This is just being a bit extra polite by showing we are interested in this person's life. We want to catch up on the main details and check that they're okay. If somebody asks you, "How are things? What have you been up to?" just give them the main things that have happened in your life. For example, "Oh, I graduated university in July and now I'm working for a company." This is all we need. We don't need full details. Similarly, you need to be polite too, so ask them, "And how about you?" A great tip for this situation would be to try to remember something about their life and ask them about it. For example, you could ask about their wife, ask about their family, ask about their job or their studies. "Oh, you were studying last time, weren't you? How's that going?" Or, "You said you were changing jobs. Is the new job going well?" Slightly more informal, if we see an old friend, we can say to them, "Long time no see, long time no see." That means I haven't seen you for a long time. It's not grammatically correct, but it's a very common expression. If somebody says to you, "Long time no see," just smile. Or you can say, "Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?" Next one is very informal. We would say, "Hello, stranger. Hello, stranger." This is a very warm way to greet a close friend. We would greet a close friend like this because calling them a stranger is almost joking about the fact that we have lost touch. It's been such a long time that we don't know each other anymore. It's just a joke. So, in response, you could turn the joke around and say, "Yeah, where have you been?" Insinuating that the distance was caused by them. They haven't got in touch with you. Or alternatively, you can just agree. "Yeah, it's been way too long, hasn't it?" So, I hope this lesson was helpful for you, and I hope to do many more in the future. Please check them out at loenglish.com. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.